Hey everybody, this is Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Corner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective, and this is episode number 82. I'm very excited about this week's episode because number one, it's the episode before the freeze of 2025, which is going to be next week. And I have two special guests. One is a returning guest, and the one in the second segment is going to be a first-time guest on the podcast. But I always start out my podcast by saying that if you are a real estate agent or a vendor and you operate in the Fort Bend County area and you want to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com, and we'll get you on the calendar. Also, I always have to thank pretty much everybody that I work with, Jennifer Smitis, the area president, Caitlin Cornick, Devin Devin, Kate Cannon in Richmond, and all the support staff, processors, assistants that we have here in the Sugar Land and Richmond office. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this podcast every week. So let's get episode number 81 started. This, everybody knows Tam Tran, okay? So if you've been to any of my events, you've been to any of my classes, you know who I am, you know who this is. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello to everyone. Thank you, Kevin, for having me here today.
Of course.
My name is Tam Tran, and I am work from TL Global, the owner of financing company.
Yeah. So let's start off by telling everybody a little bit about when you say owner financing, what does that mean?
The owner financing, we specialize in helping those clients who cannot qualify the loan because of any reason, the low credit, no credit, the cannot qualify for the income tax, like no social, IT number, even the foreign national, we can help, that the client, they cannot qualify for the loan.
Yeah.
And we can help them. We don't check any documentation, and just only the down payment, because we believe the down payment, if they have the down payment, they can become to the home ownership. Yes.
So basically, if you are looking to purchase a home and for whatever reason you can't qualify through traditional mortgage means, she has an option for you. And when we say owner financing, that means that the person that actually owns the property is the one that's going to finance it to your client. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, we have the powerful credit investor, and they can budget the home for the home buyer choice. Okay. Even the brand new home, resale home, brand new home, and they buy the home, and they can turn around to owner finance it back to them.
Back to them. Okay.
Yes.
And so, what is typically the down payment?
The down payment, the common down payment is about 20%.
20%.
Yes.
So you don't have to have, a 600 or 700 credit score. You don't have to have years of work history. You just have to have some cash in your pocket, basically.
That's correct. Yes.
You can pay the down payment, and you can get into. Now, once I've purchased my home through owner financing means through your client, the owner, what happens next? Do I eventually end up owning the house?
Yes, yeah. Actually, the first, the investor qualify the loan, and they can buy that home for them, But later, and we can transfer the deed to the home, new home buyer.
Yeah, they got the person that bought
yes,
it. Yeah.
And we record that to county courthouse, which means, they own that property, and they can do, the tax exemption. They can have the tax deduction the end of the year like the traditional way. And also the beautiful in this program, beside of the deed, they under the deed of their name, and we can help them to build up their credit.
Yeah.
And by the time their credit good enough, they can refinance with no repayment penalty.
There you go.
Yes.
So how long typically is it between the time that the investor purchases the house, Mr. and Mrs. Smith buy the house and owner finance it from him? How long are they usually in the house before they turn around and then purchase it themselves? They end up buying it from the investor.
Actually, and they choose the house, investor jump in to apply the loan to buy the home for them, and that the process it take about 30 to 45 days to close.
Okay.
Yeah, that
But
the same like traditional way. Yeah.
But my question is so if you're the investor, you own the house,
Yes.
and I buy it from you through owner financing. How long am I in the house before I have to then refinance it to be in my name?
Okay. Yes. Anytime your credit good enough to be refinanced to qualify with traditional way.
Okay.
Yes.
And while I'm living in the house and purchasing it from the investor, am I paying my monthly mortgage payment to them?
No, we have the no servicing company to set up to make sure and their money will be paid to the lender. Okay, not go to the investor. Investor just like apply the loan to buy that home for them. They not do any paperwork.
I see. Okay, so the investor purchases the home, but he's also getting a mortgage from a bank.
Yes.
And so the person that moves in that pays the owner financing, that goes to that bank as well. So the owner, he's paying the owner's mortgage while he's living there.
Yes. Actually, like I would love to invite the agent, and who would, who like this option for the client, and we have the expert. They show them more detail of the program, step by step. That's you understand better, and you can assist your client better way.
Okay, and what from a real estate agent's perspective, not the nuts and bolts of the program, but what is the benefit to a real estate agent for wanting to have a relationship with you for their business? Okay. How does it grow their business? How does it help them?
Okay, how they help them, we always, like ask how they can help those clients who cannot qualify the loan, right? Then that's, and they cannot do anything. They cannot make any, benefit from there, right? We jump in, with this program, we can help them, to help their client to buy the home, which means, and they can help the client to buy the home. That's the benefit for them. And also after, and they, for a while, they need to refinance. They might be ask the realtor, who the good lender, and they can refinance, that make the agent and the home buyer more relationship.
Yes. Okay. So your program actually opens up a larger pool of possible clients for the agent, because now they can work with people that wouldn't traditionally qualify for a traditional loan.
Yes.
Sometimes that's hard to explain to people, because I had an agent come in the office that saw the marketing flyer for one of your classes, and she didn't understand. And she came into the office and asked me, what's the benefit? What I just asked you. And I said the same thing to her, and she just looked at me, and I'm like, I said, you know what? Here's Tam Tran's phone number. Call Tam Tran, let Tam Tran explain to you, because obviously I'm not doing a good of a job. But, okay, so so you work for TL Global. You're not a real estate agent.
I'm not a real estate agent. I like individual, and work, to bring, that program to every, agent out there or the home buyer, to help them, and to build up their clientele. Either they don't have the qualify from the traditional way.
Right. Okay. So since you're not an agent, you're basically a rep for TL Global, a salesperson like me.
Yes.
Other than coming and hanging out with me and doing a podcast, what else do you do to generate business for your company? For that, how I can generate more, they know more about the owner financing for this company. On the social media really work well for me. She's on social media everywhere. Yeah.
And also, like the networking, especially with Kevin, in here, every month we have the recharge real estate. And I go to another networking, and, keep constantly, to me, keep constantly, and to show, out there and have to explain the program to the agent or the home buyer who need, and to understand more about the program. Yeah, that's
And
what
then you also do a class with me once a quarter, once every 3 months.
Yes.
At one of either my Sugar Land or my Richmond office, to where I help you invite agents to the class, and you and Kevin, the other guy that works with you guys do a presentation on the whole program.
Yes.
And then when the agent leaves the class, they're able to register and be part of the program. They get signage, they get all kinds of stuff.
Yes. And either after that, and sometimes they forget about it, they feel free to call me, contact me, to ask any question. And we always there, to walk them through step by step with their client.
Yeah, she's always available. I mean, every time I call Tam Tran, she picks up the phone. So unless she's, in Vietnam. Now that's, 17,000 miles away. So she might not answer then. But so what are some things that you might do in the future, at least in 2025, that you're not doing right now to market your business?
I believe, I do the same thing what I did because I think that really worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and the networking is very work well, the social media, and I continue to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
She sponsors a lot of my classes and does a lot of my events. What about doing some more video? She's camera shy.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. The first beginning, I really nervous, the fun of the camera. But now, with the Kevin, I feel more confident.
Yeah, when I first met her, she wouldn't even come in a room full of people, and now you can put her on a podcast. You can put her in front of a camera. I've even had her speak in front of 75 agents before. She was nervous, but she got through it. So, how does everybody get a hold of you?
How?
Yeah, how do they get a hold of you?
They know me.
No, what's your phone number?
My phone number, okay. They can know me. My phone number is Tam Tran, it's 281-793-4826. And feel free to contact me anytime. If I cannot answer the phone, leave me the message. I will call you back as soon as possible.
Now, I do want to bring something up, and I'm not bringing this up to embarrass her. I'm bringing this up because it's a fact. You're not from the United States. Where are you from?
Vietnam.
And so you speak Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
So you want to tell our Vietnamese viewers something in Vietnamese, real quick?
Yes. Tôi tên là Tam Tran. Số phone là 281-793-4628. Tôi có thể help bạn buy the house, mua nhà mà không cần check credit, không cần check income, không có check cái bank statement. Bạn chỉ cần có tiền mặt, tiền trong băng thì mình có thể help bạn mua nhà. 20% down.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you're a real estate agent in pretty much anywhere in the city of Houston, and you have clients that for whatever reason cannot get approved through traditional means, you need to contact Tam Tran, okay? She has an alternative way to get your clients approved for loans to buy houses, correct?
Correct, yes.
Give me your phone number one more time.
Tam Tran, 281-793-4826.
You guys will be seeing her all throughout the rest of the year at my events, so give her a chance. Give her a call. Thanks, Tam, for being on the podcast again. We'll be right back with segment number 2 of episode number 82 of Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. We'll be right back.